There's a site on the Detroit River that used to be used for the Manhattan Project, which was, the United States effort to build a nuclear bomb. So there's a lot of uranium that was being stored and cut at that facility. Decades and decades later, today, there's still concerns about contamination on that site. So around the Thanksgiving holiday, there was a collapse of their dock into the river. And at the time, there really wasn't a lot of information out there about the history of the site and if the concerns about contamination were actually addressed. And so it took a week for residents to know that this site fell into the river. A Canadian newspaper, the Windsor Star, was the first to report on it over a week after it happened. And so that's how residents found out. That's how residents became aware of uranium in the Detroit River, and we've been trying to make sure that that's addressed, especially making sure that residents have the information. There is not necessarily radioactive contamination in the Detroit River, so we're just trying to make sure that information is getting out there and that things like this don't happen again. I think one of the most important things to acknowledge is that they were operating without a permit. This has been acknowledged by the city of Detroit. They were operating without a permit. We need enforcement of permits in the city of Detroit. Detroit Bulk Storage is the same company that was storing, pet coke on the Detroit River.